guys, welcome back to Word Wednesday. So today we are going to be discussing about the story of Abraham and Sarah when they were given the news that they were going to have to bear a son. So there were three visitors who visited Abraham in his tent, and so when Abraham saw them, he knew the Lord was with them, and so he welcomed them, wakawatarishia maakuli and all that. And so when they were discussing inside the tent, Abraham pamoja with the three guests, Sarah alikuwa mahali kwa kakona, she was eavesdropping to their conversation. And so the three guests told Abraham that the Lord is going to give you a son, so Sarah is going to bear a child. And so Sarah laughed, thinking to herself, na hii miaka yangu yote, how am I even going to bear a child? And also Abraham is old. And so the Lord heard Sarah's laugh and asked, why did Sarah laugh? Is there anything that is too hard for the Lord to do? A time like this next year, Sarah will bear a child. And so when Sarah was asked of all, she said, I did not laugh. So what is the moral of the story today? The verse that the Lord asked, is there anything that is too hard for the Lord to do? Can you imagine in this generation that we are living in, if anybody got pregnant at the age of 90, I don't think even it's biologically correct or possible, because we all know women have time limit for giving birth. For men it's different, but for women we all know there's the time limit for them to bear children. And even if you will get pregnant at the age of 90, I guess it will be very hectic, because imagine carrying the pregnancy with weak bones, it's just a lot, because carrying a pregnancy is not that easy. So it needs somebody to be very strong, health-wise, mentally. And 90-year-old, I don't think they will survive in this world. But when Sarah got that child, and it was the Lord's doing, Ali managed akabeba, and she gave birth to a bouncing baby boy who was very healthy, and his name was Isaac. What is the moral of the story today? Is there anything that is too hard for the Lord to do? If the Lord gave Sarah that child in her 90s, what is that the Lord cannot do for you today? Which situation seems that it is you cannot even see a way out? What is that is making you see or feel that it is too hard even for the Lord to complete it? But the Lord has reminded us today through Sarah and Abraham, giving them a child at their very old age, that there is nothing that is impossible or too hard for him to do. Have you been looking for a job for the longest time? Imagine there is nothing that is too hard for the Lord to do. Maybe even he wants a business for you, and uko hapo tu unazunguka na ma certificates kila mahali. There is nothing that is too hard for him to do. Are you there? You are looking for a child, maybe with your husband. It has been very many years, and you're still looking. 8 years in marriage, 10 years in marriage, 1 year in marriage, and you're still looking for a child. There is nothing that is too hard for the Lord. When his right time comes, like the way he showed up for Sarah and Abraham, he will show up for you. Whatever that thing is, there is nothing that is too hard. So we'll read the scripture. It comes from the book of Genesis chapter 18 verses 13, and it says, then the Lord said to Abraham, why did Sarah laugh and say, will I really have a child now that I am old? Is anything too hard for the Lord? I will return to you at the appointed time next year, and Sarah will have a son. That is our scripture today. Is there anything that is too hard for the Lord to do? A time like this next year, the Lord will show up for you. You will remember this verse. Next year doesn't mean it has to be all the way to 2027. It might be a month from now. It might be a week from now. It might be 2 years from now. It might be, we can't tell the time limit for God. But when the Lord has decided that he's going to do for you, there is nothing that is too difficult or too hard that he cannot do for you. So just keep the faith, keep on moving, keep on praying, keep on asking, and keep on holding to your Christianity and holding on to that God, because he is going to show up for you in big ways. Thank you.